Hi, thank you for tuning in. My name is Marius Roodenburg. I'd like to introduce you to this storyboard composition. The theme is Not Using Your Full Potential. It consists of two photos. The size is 70 centimeters by 1.05 meters. One of the photos is of an oil painting which I made as well. It showed up as a figurative visualization after a long period of inner struggle. I had acquired many experiences of working some time in different fields, and yet every time I couldn't see myself working in them for a long time. Each time I wanted to move on, beginning anew in a new area, building up knowledge, contacts and experiences, using up an enormous amount of energy. Not to mention getting older and the personal wish to have achieved something by now. It gave me a feeling of restlessness and a sense of frustration. The question I kept asking myself was, what kind of work was I to do for the long term? The following composition for a painting showed up as a most concise summary of what I thought and felt about not using my full potential. You see a falcon in all its potential in orange and yellow being restrained with a hood on its head and is held by a cord. The wind is playing through its wings and the ornaments of its hood, expressing the to and fro movement of inner friction as the bird has to keep its balance, using its claws to strengthen its grip on the glove. The falcon, being unable to see, has its head directed towards the person looking on, as it senses something from that angle. All this while it is meant to be able to see and fly freely. The glove is represented in such a way that it could be seen as a gun. From there we look at the background, which represents a stressed eye as well as a target. In combination with the gun, it expresses the feeling of external pressure to achieve something, even more so as time flies by, with experiences piling up and having to begin in a new field starting from scratch. This all expresses ongoing tension. The composition summarizes the restrictions experienced through situations, people, and oneself. The next thing was to think of a suitable frame. I wanted it to elongate the tension of the composition. I found two brass curtain holders and had them bent so that when placed onto the frame, it would give the impression of a bow. To complete the idea, I folded two elongated brass plates that would give the impression of cuffs. Like the elongated part of the glove mentioned earlier, it centralizes the tension flow. Later, I wanted to set it in contrast to what I was experiencing at the time with what I felt was going on around me. Thus came the idea to make a photo of a building site expressing that all around me people were focused on the one thing that they wanted, followed the right education, and bit by bit were able to build up a career and lead their lives accordingly. It all summarized up that I had to place the photo of the painting in it. As such, the storyboard was complete. In the meantime, I have found my own way of using my potential. Well, thank you for joining in. Till we meet again, and take care.